Next up, at UFC 324, we have Nikita Krylov taking on Modestas Bukauskas. Nikita Krylov, 30-11 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5, riding back-to-back knockout losses. Taking on Modestas Bukauskas, 19-6 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5 on a 4-fight win streak. This is a pretty fun fight to break down. We got Nikita Krylov, well-rounded guy, really good wrestling, good striking, nice forward pressure, mixes the striking and the wrestling really well together. The takedowns are solid. He's averaging about 2 per fight. He's got a really wealth of high-level experience, no chin whatsoever. The chin absolutely sucks, and that's really what becomes a level playing field in every fight that he's in. He's coming off that second knockout loss in a row, this time to Bogdan
And didn't he
Guskov.
come out with a Russian flag?
He defected because he's Ukrainian, and this is the flag on his official profile.
I think he was like,
they're right. Yeah, they're right. They could have it.
I'm pretty sure it's Krylov.
I use the flags I put on here are not my discretion. These are the official
Someone
flags.
asked if it was Bulgarian that's doing it.
I wish it was.
I have his phone number. Should I try and FaceTime him right now? Should we do it?
He seems to have the scoop. It's not Matty Betts.
Would that be?
Although Matty and I are going to plan on doing some sort of video together, but no, it's not Matty Betts.
Wouldn't that be?
He doesn't sell. He doesn't sell anything.
Isaac Bulgarian right now.
What's up, bro? And he's on a fucking yacht.
Yo, let me fly you out.
Yeah, spending all that money.
And now let's. What's up, maritime?
He's taking on Modestas Bukauskas, versatile striker, dangerous on the feet, a little bit low volume, which is why his striking differential is negative. But the takedown defense is solid at 80%, and he's typically just more of a striker than anything. He's coming off that knockout win over Paul Craig, where frustratingly, he was engaging the grappling for some dumbass reason, but then he found that beautiful elbow and closed the whole thing out. This is a fun matchup. This is actually a really tough fight to pick because I think Nikita's actually the better fighter. I think he's the better wrestler, maybe not the better, more technical striker, but he's a very good striker. Just in MMA, the more well-rounded guy. The reality is that chin is long gone, and Modestas hits like a truck. And if Modestas lands anything near what he landed in his last fight and many knockouts before that, Nikita's getting knocked out. So I'm going to pick Modestas here. I'm just going to pick the guy who hits harder versus the guy who doesn't have the most durable chin. But Nikita Krylov's the better overall fighter, so I likely avoid bets here. Maybe Bukauskas inside the distance decision, no action, but that might be juice. But Modestas is going to be the pick here. Literally just 1 + 1 = 2. Power plus no chin equals win for Modestas. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, I bet Modestas, and that's just because 1 + 1 it should equal 2 in this matchup, in my opinion. If Modestas just kind of stays, just let Krylov do what he does, and that's just kind of get over aggressive and make a mistake. Like he's gonna put the chin in a position at some point for you to touch it, and if you touch it, he should drop the way things have been going, especially the way Modestas strikes. I do worry a little bit because he is kind of that karate style. I know Krylov is like technically like that crazy karate background or whatever, but Modestas definitely kind of fights more of like the traditional karate style to where he like blitzes in. Sometimes when he blitzes in, he kind of gets caught because he blitzes in and then there's no real kind of blitz out. Like you see kind of MVP and Wonder Boy, they're kind of like pop, pop, they're in and they're out. Modestas will go in and then kind of stay there and kind of scares the shit out of you because as he lunges in, he kind of does square up, which is what you never want to do kind of in the pocket. So I want him to stay patient, let Krylov kind of get frustrated and let him blitz in because you saw when he came in, he comes in pretty reckless. So the shot will be there if you just fucking stay patient. I'm going to play it. I can't remember what minus 130, I think, for the, or no, not minus. It was plus, I think plus 140. So instead of the money line, I think Modestas wins. He's eventually going to touch that chin. So I'm going to chase it a little bit with the KO bet. If it goes to a decision, I'm not going to be crazy surprised, but just the way that Modestas has kind of been flowing a little bit and the way that he can land strikes with that kind of boom, like right on that fucking button, and the way Krylov has been reacting to shots. I mean, I'm going to play a little 1 + 1 = 2 situation and see how it plays out. So
there we go. You did get plus 130 on that bet, and you placed that bet today. And I know that because we just added everybody's most requested thing. A simple, straightforward feature. People just wanted a date a date column added on the bets page for when a bet was placed, and that has been added. So that is there now. You can see not only every bet that we have on the board, who placed the bet, what type of bet it is, whether it's a prop bet, whether it has a fancy name like lock of the week or slam of the week, whatever it is, the actual bet itself, how many units we bet, the odds, and then the date the bet was placed. And that'll help you if you're taking a look at the odds and what's going on there. If you check the page pretty often, and did I miss one? When was the last time I checked? That's all there at WeWantPicks.com. Jacob and I both on the same side of this fight, using, honestly, the same logic here as well. $8,400 in DraftKings Fantasy for Modestas. If you also think he wins. And yeah, I'd love it. I'd love to answer it.
Just an outside thought here as I'm sitting here. Do you believe that Krylov maybe brings back some of his wrestling?
Yeah, 100% he does.
Well, I'm saying successfully.
He's going to try, and I think he'll eat a couple shots, and then his takedown attempts will come from farther and farther away. But Modestas' takedown defense sucks.
You think he's coming with a wrestling game plan? Because I don't know if he's going to do that, but
I think he'll feel a couple of shots and be like, yeah, I'm shooting.
I think he's feeling a couple. I think he's feeling the canvas, sweetheart.
We're on the same page. I agree.
Listen,
but I'm not,
motherfucker.
I'm too afraid to bet it because it's like, it could go a few different directions. These guesses are wild too. People are like, bedtime MMA. Doesn't that dude have like 300? That wasn't he? He was just on Demetrius Johnson's podcast. Like, no, it's not him. It's somebody in this space. There's two different spaces in MMA. There's the, like, I'm going to say gossip, but I don't mean gossip. There's like the topic space. We're just talking about shit with a catchy clickbait headline, like so-and-so sucks now or whatever. There's that. And then there's what we do, which is predictions and breakdowns. And in those two different spaces,
there's this right here.
And then there's the wide open sex space, whatever Jacob's got going on.
Ace.
It's ace. 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 Your guys' guesses are terrible. I've seen a couple solid guesses, but for the most part, the rest are awful with no logic whatsoever, just throwing out random names. People keep saying MMA Joey. I have him in the gossip space. This dude's just saying wild shit to go viral randomly. So no. Somebody who does this exact thing, breaks down fights, gives you their predictions, what to do with that information. That person. Yes, people have guessed right.
It's me.
Correctly.
Idiots.
We're rebranding the.
I'm bipolar. My split personality is fucking.
That's why he has 2 cameras.
Here we go. Woo!
2 cameras. It's funny because somebody's like, I said this person is funny, and somebody said it's not lucrative, is it? 9 comments in a row. That dude's not funny. Correct. Not
Mendoza.